Hey folks, this is Paul with iCrack.com, and we are about to walk you through an iPhone 4S screen and LCD repair. Just before we begin, let me intro you to everything that comes in your do-it-yourself kit. Right here we have our flow chart that will walk you through the steps of repairing your device. They are very detailed and also map out locations for you to place your screws and small parts throughout the repair so you can remain organized. We have a standard flathead screwdriver, pentalobe screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, a nylon spudger, and those all come in the kit along with this cleaning cloth. On the side I have a small 2-inch blade Gerber knife and a pair of tweezers, which come in handy. To begin, we are first going to power down the device. Just hold the power button down for a few seconds and slide across. Throughout this repair, we also recommend you use some form of heat gun. We sell these on our website. A average hair dryer can also work and serve that purpose. We also include a SIM card opening tray tool in this kit. Now that our device is powered down, we will first remove the SIM card from the device and begin removing the 2 bottom pentalobe screws. To remove the back, we will simply just slide up and pull off from the top, and there you go. So we're going to first remove the 2 screws holding on to the battery. And then remove the battery. Now the battery is held down by a little adhesive right here, so you are going to have to pry that up. Let's first disconnect it from the logic board. You simply want to use your spudger to pry this up. There's also a grounding clip right here that will come loose once you do this, and we'll set that aside when we do. So here's our grounding clip. Set that off to the side. Now that our battery is unhooked, we'll use our spudger to pry in between the midframe and the battery. You will hear the adhesive releasing as you do this. You just want to be gentle, it's not too difficult. Just kind of pull up like this, and there you have it. Now you have this plastic flap right here. Sometimes people use it to pull up and remove the battery. It can rip pretty easily. Obviously it's in perfect condition now, but just to get it out of our way, I'm going to fold it over and stick it to the adhesive like that. Now the next step is going to be removing this EMF shield right here. You have 2 Phillips head screws, so we'll go ahead and do that. And like I said earlier, our flow charts come with small areas for you to place these screws, shields, and other small parts to keep them organized and in the same place. So now you'll see here, this is the charging port and dock connector assembly flex cable. It comes up from under the phone and attaches to the logic board right here. We're going to use our spudger tool to pop this connection off. There will be adhesive under this cable right here, so you're simply going to peel it back and fold it over. You can use the other end, it really doesn't matter. So that's unconnected, so just peel it back like this and fold it over. Now that will expose the logic board right here and then also the vibrating motor right here. The next thing we're going to do is pop off this antenna right here. This is the service antenna. You do want to be careful with this. It is a small round clip that can be bent fairly easily, but it's also a fairly easy thing to do. So we'll just use the spudger and pop it off just like that. It folds around this screw right here and through this clip. So we'll use our spudger to get that off just like that. This will now allow us to remove the bottom speaker right here, which is held on by 2 Phillips head screws, one right here and one right here. So we'll go ahead and remove those now. Now under this screw, there's a small triangular piece of plastic. It simply serves as a washer slash wedge to kind of keep everything tight in here. You will pull that out with the screw. Use my tweezers here to show you. And that is kind of what that piece looks like. Now we'll remove the bottom speaker. As you can see right here, it has clips that move under the frame. Those will simply pull up. You can use your spudger, your fingers like that, and just bend it out like that. So now what we're going to do is remove the upper EMF shield. This shield covers the connections for the screen, the camera, power button, and proximity sensor flex cable, as well as the front-facing camera. It has 4 screws, Phillips head screws, one right here, right here, right here, and right here. What I like to do when I remove these screws is do it, from left to right, and then leave them in that line moving across on your flow chart. That way you know which screws go where when you come back and put it back on. These 2 screws, by the way, the upper one and the farthest left, are larger than these 2. So now we're going to go ahead and pry up this EMF shield. The EMF shield has 2 small clips that go into here. Those slide right out. And then one right here that moves under this cable and pops in right here. There is a little adhesive on the back side of this EMF shield right here, which keeps it, stuck to this cable. So just be careful of that. You can use your spudger like this and just pop it out right here. Just like that. And so now you'll pull it up and remove your EMF shield. Now to uncover one last antenna right here, this is your Wi-Fi antenna, you're going to have to remove this one Phillips head screw and this one clip that covers it. Now I like to use my tweezers here just to get under it and pull it up just like that. And there's your one last clip. Now the next step is going to be unconnecting each connection on the logic board and then removing the logic board. Like I said, you have your Wi-Fi antenna right here, or Wi-Fi flex right here, your LCD and digitizer connections, camera, your front-facing camera, the audio, and then under it is the power button. I'll do the camera first. It just pops right out like that. Now you want to be careful when you're doing this. On the underside of all of these, there are a lot of very small electronic jumpers